now we're back. There we go. So for the record, technically, I was not late. I logged in. Logged out. Jason B. Michael is first. Big F you to everybody on that one. Jason B. Michael is first. And then technically Jake would have continued his streak. Because Jason came in first. Go live with Jason Michael. Strength and power. Are you flexing, sir?
Yeah, I was first today.
Yes, you were.
I was like, I'm not going to be late today.
Nice, bro. Nice. Thank you. So, full transparency, I am not prepared for one, but two, I just walked in the door.
No shit.
Yeah.
So 7:30 is also better for you. See you later, guys. No, I'm kidding.
No, today was a little bit different because Ann asked me, she said she was doing a head cast for special effects.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so she asked me if I wanted to. So there's going to be some stuff happening, dogs and stuff like that. So bear with me. But
all good.
Yeah, she was doing a live cast of her head, full cast and everything.
Wow.
And and so she asked me if I would shoot it for her and do video for her. And so I was doing that, and that started at 4. And then all of a sudden I'm looking and I'm like, it's going to take me a half hour to get home. And I'm looking, I'm like, shit, I'm going to be late. So hopped in. But
all good.
Yeah.
No, it's all good. I want one of them headcasts.
You know what?
My birthday's coming up, April. Let's talk offline.
Okay. Wait a minute. What are you going to be doing with that?
A vase. I'll put flowers in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It'll be cool.
Dude, it's your wife. I'm not gonna. It's your girlfriend. I'm not gonna do anything stupid. Trust me, man. I'm not that guy.
Oh, and another thing, I was on time, but the first time when I logged in, the music started playing, and last time I got flagged for it, and they put a strike against me. Yeah, so I had to reset everything and do everything. So yeah, I'm here. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Poor Carl. He says, so was I first? And like, nah.
No. You step your game up, buddy. You were like 5th. Yeah. See here. Oh, so first off, thank you, man, for coming. Appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Thank you for everybody that's in here right now. I'm sorry? No, I did not. So I think it's supposed to be, no, it's life, right?
Perfect timing because I'm stuck in traffic. Awesome. We're glad.
Yeah, no. I saw people in
Not
here
glad
too.
you're stuck in traffic. Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't get stuck. I was so happy. I was like weaving in.
Closet Case Nerd, he says we were perfectly timed because he's stuck in traffic. So, but we're glad that we can actually alleviate some of the pain of being stuck in traffic by entertaining you. We're trying to entertain you anyway for the next. We'll try to keep it to an hour tonight, I think.
Yeah. The only reason why is because I transferred that last episode onto YouTube, and I think it was like 25 gigs. It took me a little while, so I was like, maybe if we cut it down a little bit. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. You never know.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thank you for everybody joining us. Appreciate you guys being here. I guess we can timestamp this, right? Ready? All right, so here we go. It's going to be a little off. All right, so there we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 63 of the Hangout. My name is Paige. He is Jason. Oh, yep. Drinks up, yep. And we are here to give you positive insight into the world of collecting in a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. How you doing, man? Good?
Yeah, man. I'm happy it's Friday. It was a very unproductive week for me.
Oh, really? How so? Like, just...
I mean, there was a lot of meetings, things that I had to prepare, but like my grading fell by the wayside because I wasn't sleeping well. But I'll remedy that tomorrow when I get up tomorrow morning. I've decided not to shoot this weekend. Just keep planning my shot for what I want to do, and then after that, I'll work on it when I get a minute.
All right. And give you some like a mental break and just
working under pressure. Like when I'm taking a shot and I know that I have work to do, then I'm trying to rush through it, and then I'll feel bad because I didn't complete the work that I had to do for my students. So I'd rather get that out of the way and not feel guilty, and that way I can actually get into the creative space I need to do to kind of figure out the troubleshoot the shot that I want to make. So especially this one, I just got the Felix Toys Rorschach.
Oh yeah, I've heard good stuff.
What a great figure. And that's it. I'm like, okay, the shot that I want to create is it's gonna be complicated, so I need to try it out like a couple of times before I get it right. So there's gonna be a lot of setting up, tearing down, setting up, tearing down before I get what I want to do. So
so what's your impression of that figure so far? I've heard good things about it. I've heard the sculpt work is really good and the paint.
So, I mean, to me it's a perfect figure almost, I gotta be honest.
Oh, wow.
It's right now I got to heat it up because the thigh swivel is really, really tight. I was like, okay, if I jiggle it, and like, no, it just will not budge. So I got to be careful. The head sculpts are amazing. I think the only thing is, like, when it comes to articulation, it's perfect, but some of the clothes get in the way. So you remember, like, on the Casino Gomez, the nice stretchy fabric that they had on the pants that allowed you to kind of give you the wiggle room to pose them? Rorschach's pants seem a little bit more rigid than that. So you can't get them into, like, really intense crouching poses or anything. But that's fine. That's totally fine. But to me, like, I'm really happy that I got this version of Rorschach. And a fun thing happened was when I opened up my figure, I noticed that on the left shoulder there was no button, and I was like, "Fuck, they fucked up." And I had never noticed. And I talked to Plasty. Plasty, I was like, "Hey man, like, you did a review of Rorschach recently. Like, dude, did you get a button? Like, is there a button missing on your left shoulder?" And he says, "Yeah." And then I talked to Jamal Mustafa, Thomas Money. And I was like, he was getting it the same day as I was getting it. And I was like, dude, are you missing a button? And eventually we all came to the conclusion that, oh, fuck, this is actually part of the design. And then I started looking at images of Rorschach in the comic book and also online. And he's missing a fucking button on his left shoulder. So the detail goes all the way down to missing that button. And I was like, that is awesome. So it was really fun to see that attention to detail. So to me, anyway, I'm actually thinking I'm going to be double dipping. And maybe getting a second one because I really think he's really good. Someone said the body's not as smooth. I think if you heat it up, it might actually be there. But I understand, like, the wrist pegs are some that I've never seen before, so I got to be careful with that. But overall, I mean, like, the packaging itself is so small that I was in love. I was like, this will not take up any space. It's perfect for me to put away and all that. So, yeah, if ever you think about, like, just stepping outside of Mezco and getting a third party, I strongly suggest that you check this guy out.
Yeah, and actually, I was thinking about that too. That's something I wanted to talk to you about because I didn't know if you had it, for one, but then two, what you thought about, because I saw a lot of pictures and somebody messaged me about it and they said, "Hey man, this figure blows Mezco out of the way." And I said, "Okay, that's cool." I was like, "What do you like about it?" And that was one of the things, the head sculpt, the paint apps and everything. And then I was talking to them about it and they said, "You should try to get it." And I was like, I don't know. Is it even still available? And do you know how much it costs?
$97.99 plus $4 shipping domestic if you order from 5K Toys. That's not a plug. It's just a place I know. It's where I ordered it from. It's where I'd order it for the second one as well. How does it scale with Mezco? Rorschach is supposed to be smaller. They have a comparison, and he's about Two-Face Mezco height.
Right.
He shouldn't be that tall. However, I mean, if you're going with the scale, I mean, it's not that bad. Perspective will probably do something about it. But, does it blow Mezco out of the water? I mean, I'm not even comparing at this point. I'm just happy to have a good figure. It really depends on what Mezco is doing. I mean, if you look at how the accuracy that they got, like, the sculpt work and all that stuff on Captain Nemo, I'd say that Nemo is actually on par with something like Rorschach. If we're looking at the comic versions of Two-Face or, Sovereign Knight and things like that, well, yeah, the sculpt work is not the same. These are not movie accurate figures. So it's a completely different thing. So I'm not saying that it blows anything out of the water or anything like that, because I don't feel like there's a direct comparison. Where the soft goods are, I mean, is it on par so far? It seems all right. You know what I mean? The tailoring is nice. It fits nice. Figure just looks great. So, like to me, it's not even a point of comparing at this point.
Yeah, the thing that I was thinking about was, see, I kind of dived into this before with Vortex Toys. And
Okay.
this, yeah, they were still kind of new, and so they had a couple figures. They looked really great. They had some accessories I wanted to kind of like swap in and swap out. And when I got the toys, they just stopped the line. So that's always my biggest fear, for one.
Okay.
And then the second thing that I was kind of concerned about was it's 5K Toys. I know they've had some other offerings, but I didn't know if they were going to complete the team or if they had any more figures in the queue coming out. So,
Well, no, I don't think like Felix Toys, like they're really like it's unlicensed, right? So I don't think that they necessarily want to do that. The
mhm,
the figures I think they have lined up. They did the initial Joker run
mhm,
for the Joaquin Phoenix film. So I think they had a couple of those, if not just one. I'm not 100% sure. That figure
mhm.
looks great. I just weren't necessarily I wasn't a fan of the film, so that's on me. So I didn't bother. However, I gotta be honest with you. Once I opened Rorschach, I was like, maybe I should get that Joker. It's really cool.
Yeah, yeah. I've seen people take pictures of it. It looks really good.
Yeah,
I the movie was cool for me. It was just one I didn't want to figure for, so I was like,
yeah. They have the
um,
Godfather coming out,
oh, nice.
and he
Wait,
looks great. So Vito. They had Vito calling it. So Marlon
okay.
Brando. That to me,
Hmm.
I needed to have him. I came this close to buying a Hot Toys of that one because I love the Godfather. I watch all three like once or twice a year.
Right.
And they also have the Ledger Joker coming out as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
So
yeah. That kind of proves that no matter how dated a movie is, if the figure is good and the character resonates with people, people will get it. So,
yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, like I said, if ever you had $100 you wanted to throw, I don't think you'd be disappointed, man. And it give you something to base yourself on when comparing Mezcos, for example. Whenever you do
Hmm.
reviews or something like that, you'd be like, okay, the Felix Toys and all that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, Craig, you're missing out, man. Godfather is amazing.
Yeah.
The damn
Do
Toys
you,
Godfather is excellent. Damn. Oh, I
yeah, do you
hadn't
have a
noticed that.
favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Godfather?
Yes, one, two, or three.
Oh, fuck. Well, three is my least favorite, but I still think that for a movie in the '90s, it's excellent. I know that when it compares to the first and second films, it's not. I think just because of Marlon Brando's performance, the first one kind of takes it up a notch because he's sadly missing in the second film.
Hmm.
However, the second film, I think that the double crossing and the story and all that stuff is very interesting because it ends on such a negative note with Michael like contemplating how he fucked up his father's legacy. And so
Hmm.
I think that in terms of growth is really interesting. Did they need a third film? I don't think so because it really completes a nice arc, those two first movies.
Right.
But and plus, I mean, the juxtaposition of Vito, growing up in the second film with Robert De Niro's performance. Like, I think I get more kicks out of watching the second one, but I think that the first one is slightly superior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're amazing.
I'll be honest with you. I've only watched bits and pieces
Hmm.
of the first and the second one. Somebody told me don't watch the third one, so I just kind of skipped it. But I
It's
really
okay.
need to like revisit it. Yeah. Yeah. It's like one of those. So. Ooh. So that's pretty good catch up for the week, man. Yeah. It's like a
Yeah.
lot of stuff going on.
Now I want to watch The Godfather.
I
See you later,
know,
guys.
right? Yeah. I need to find out if it's on a streaming service. I need to like maybe somebody in the comments can like look
Might be on
around really quick.
Netflix.
Yeah, I was wondering. I know it went on sale on Vudu for a little while, and then I was gonna get it, but then I always miss out. But this time I told him because usually Vudu has like movies for sale during the week, and then they have them on Friday. And I saw this week they have the 66 Batman, all three of them plus bonus features for $24, and I'm like I'm buying it because I keep missing
Oh
out.
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll have it wherever I go. I love that. I love that series. Uh, that actually goes into what we were going to talk about. first subject was the pre-order.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the Golden Age Batman.
Yep.
This generated a lot of conversation.
Yeah, it generated a lot of conversation, and I ended up doing a little house cleaning for myself throughout the week because of that conversation.
Now, is that because you got the set or you didn't get the set? Or is it
No,
because
I passed on it. I passed on it for financial reasons. If I had disposable income, I would have picked it up. I'm more of a silver and bronze age Batman guy. The Golden Age looks really good, but it's not, the story arcs and stuff like that are not something I'm familiar with. Like, I don't remember the name of the person they were throwing around for the comic books and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, and I've mentioned this name multiple times, I'm more of a Jim Aparo. Sorry, Aparo, I don't know if his name is Jim anyway. Aparo Batman, so the Legend of the Batman book that I grew up reading as a kid. So if ever they come up with that, had the head sculpt for that been in there with the longer ears and all that, I would have really seriously considered it. But yeah, no, I was like, you know what? I have enough Batman right now. It looks like a great set. I thought it was a shame that the guns weren't included in the set itself,
right?
Especially for the price point. I figured, you know, that accessory pack should have been included. I understand that it's because of DC and their no gun policy and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it does seem to jack the price up quite a bit. Now, did they show everything? Maybe not. But yeah, so no, I didn't particularly need this one. It looks really cool, but I had to pass just because when I looked at my bank statement, I was like, okay, this month is, you know, I'm done for the month. I can't afford anything.
Yeah. So I guess little stats for nerds, but briefly. I was gonna do like a grub report on this, but I had some stuff happen, and I don't think I'm gonna have time to do it. So, like you said, it was $190. It was projected to come out, what was it, like May, June, I think, of this year, which I thought was funny because they had that come out and everybody before it came out was talking about, oh yeah, here's a set we're going to have to wait 7 years for, 4 years for. So I thought this was a nice little pivot point for them because I don't know if they maybe waited until it was on, I guess, on the ship maybe closer and going through customs or through customs on its way to the warehouse. And then they kind of like said, okay, let's put this up for pre-order, even though they showed it before. But if that's kind of like wishful thinking or outside the box thinking, I think that formula works better for them. That way they don't have, and this is, of course, we don't know if it's going to be on time. That's just an estimated release date. But I'm wondering if this would be a better formula. Waiting for the product actually to clear customs before it's coming out, because like I said, I have stuff from Big Bad Toy Store that's been on the dock. They send me an email that's been there for like 6 weeks just sitting on the dock. They can't do anything about it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I thought that was cool. I did get it, like you too. I was trying to keep up with everything, and then somebody put up, hey, did you see the weapons pack? And I was trying to keep up, but I was like, yeah, I saw that. But I mean, like you said, that's just the DC mandate kind of stuff. They're just going to have workarounds for it. I would much rather get that than not get it and have kind of like a bare bones thing. But I get how people are kind of like, especially the shipping thing. That was, somebody brought up the point that,
good point.
Yeah, that for one, they were charging separate shipping if you ordered multiples, but then also people were saying because this went up and you can't use your points for the MDX exclusive, people were wondering why they weren't able to use their points for the guns to kind of offset the cost a little bit, because now you're paying for shipping and you're paying for this extra bonus, weapons pack. And so some collectors
and shipping on the bonus weapons pack.
Yeah, well, times two, I think, because I have to go back and look, and I think it was, they charged it in the same thing. It was like separate for each one. Yeah. So, but I saw the thing. I saw it, and I thought it was cool, man. Like, but for me, I kind of like, just like I said with the Batman 66 thing, I kind of resonate with it. I love the older stuff. I threw Batman Beyond. That's on HBO Max. I threw that in there so I could like brush up on that, because a friend of mine named Tyler, he was telling me that it kind of mirrors that. So I was like, great. I started looking at
Oh,
Brave and the
cool.
Bold. Yeah.
Oh,
But
right. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, so I was looking at stuff like that. And other thing I was like, this is going to be great when they have Dick Tracy. You could pair him up, do some kind of like crossover with that.
Yeah, I would have hesitated had it been Dick Tracy. You know,
You
because
you would have bought
I
it?
don't, yeah, no problem. You know, I would have dug up the funds somehow.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, I have plenty of Batman. Like I said, I like the longer ears and all that. But Dick Tracy, that's come on, man. There's no way I'm passing that up. I'm so excited
Yeah.
for Dick Tracy. What are they going to do with the guns? That should be fine. Dick Tracy's not owned by DC, right?
Well, I'm wondering because when I saw that pack, that's what I immediately thought. I go, these are going to be guns that you could possibly use if they don't include it with that. Because let's say flat top, let's say they did a two pack, or let's say they sold them as singles.
Mm-hmm.
You could use that weapons pack for the Dick Tracy stuff too, if they get caught in that. So that's another reason why I picked up extras. I was like, just in case. That way I wouldn't have to buy it, which I'm going to buy it anyway. But
Mm.
uh,
I'll be honest. If someone parts out Two-Face and it's at a reasonable price, I might swing for it because Anthony just said he said Two-Face would make for a great Dick Tracy villain, and I 100% agree. You know,
yeah. Um, I saw a comment that somebody says, "Oh, Trevor Page, you do more than just Mezco." Sorry, Will. I'm trying to figure out what you meant on that one.
I read it and I
Uh,
didn't understand either.
yeah, Husky and 1-6 shooter Trevor. They both said the same thing. It was like a guns mandate, but yet they give guns to Peacemaker. I guess they had
Yeah, I
the
don't know what that is.
yeah.
Maybe it's a money
Um,
thing. Like Mezco's 18 and over, but then after that, they know that people can maybe afford that. Whereas Hot Toys, they're like, there's no 13-year-old that's buying himself a $400
yeah.
Peacemaker figure.
It will just. I think he just clarified. He meant to say that he said he thinks
Yeah.
Dick Tracy is DC. I thought they were IDW. The last comic I read, I thought was from IDW. So I don't know if that falls under it or not, or what the
Oh.
license is. But I mean, I don't know. You collect more than just Mezco. Yes, yes, I do. I collect other lines too, but I'm just a little bit more heavily invested in Mezco, I guess. So.
That's a great question. You should pin that one. My mom said I can only have one action figure this year. What should I get? We're
Hmm.
really early in the year, by the way. I'd say wait it out.
Yeah. Trevor said, and nobody's gonna pay 280. Oh my gosh, it's 280 for that figure. It looks really good, but
It
he
looks
said
great. I love
nobody.
that the tongue that they added to it was so fucking cool.
Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
watched that series at all
No,
yet?
I
Have you
haven't.
seen it?
No, I have to get it. People have been telling me to watch it, but I don't know where I can get it in Canada because I think was it on Hulu in the United States
It's
or
on
HBO
HBO.
Max?
Yes,
Yeah, then I'd
yes.
have to get Crave and buy the HBO Max thing, so it ended up costing me $20 a month. So
Man, I'm telling you,
apparently, it's pretty
uh,
good.
yeah, when I was younger, I used to always hear my dad complain about how much he paid for HBO. And I thought the same thing. I was like, HBO just have all the movies I have, but man, they have some really good stuff on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I know you talked. We were talking a little bit about the price point and stuff like that. I was
Mm-hmm.
wondering. I know you said that because of certain things that are happening. That now, do you think the price point was fair, or do you think it's just is it just what's currently going on, or
Do I think it's fair? I mean, I'm in no position to judge what's fair and what's not fair. If I
Mhm.
compare it to the Popeye and Bluto set that was 165, all the accessories came with that set. You didn't have to buy an accessory pack on the side as well, and it was, we're talking $35 less, minus also an accessory pack, which I'm assuming was 25. I didn't check. How much was the
Mm,
accessories pack?
I think it was 35.
35. So we're
I
talking
think
about, yeah, roughly a $70 difference.
right.
I don't recall seeing Batman must come with two capes. Let's see. So Two-Face comes with 3 head sculpts. Batman comes with 4 head sculpts.
Mm,
So Popeye came with, I think he's got his regular head, the one with the teeth and the bruised up head. So 3. Bluto came with 2. So there's more head sculpts on that set there. we'd have to compare with the Black Mask set as well, the Batman Black Mask set, the double set.
Right.
So yeah, I think that had the accessories, the guns and all that been included in the set at 190, I think that would have been cool. Having it on the side to me was a little bit of a oof.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, to me it was a little expensive. But that's just me.
Yeah. I was having a discussion about this with somebody about the pricing and stuff, and I get it because it's a licensed character, but then also it's two characters, and then if you went with a 90 to 95 range, that's 180-ish. I think a lot of the sticking point with people was the weapons thing. I
Yeah.
I don't know the backstory behind it, but I think
Hmm.
that having not been able to be able to use the points on the weapons to kind of like I said, to offset the cost, I think that kind of like I really think that kind of like stung some people. I saw some people just kind of saying they weren't going to get it.
Hmm.
I'm looking forward to this. The real reason why is because I look at longevity, and so I keep thinking that this is a perfect style for them because
Oh yeah.
they get so many complaints about the soft sculpts anyway. So this is it's kind of a happy medium for them
Hmm.
because it fits that style. And
Yeah.
then maybe these characters that people have been asking for, maybe there's some kind of like red tape and maybe, I don't know, the statutes of limitations with the licensing, maybe that they can go back because this is in that era. They can start doing some of those characters like Riddler, Penguin, and,
Yeah.
not have to worry about other things. So, and then, like I said, I just kind of looked at it and I was like, oh, they did this 2-pack. Maybe they're going to do a 2-pack with, a Kid Robin because we've talked
Hmm.
about this before. They're going to pump out these Robins. I'm telling you, they're going to
Oh
have a
yeah, yeah,
couple.
100%. One after the other, man. They're all coming out. I'm gonna fly away.
Yeah, you're going to be able to do your Robins shot. You know how they have like all of them, just like there's like 8 of them, or 4 or 5 of them and stuff like that.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I just think that I was looking at it, I go, man, that'd be really cool if they just did like a Robin and Riddler. Or they could redo Catwoman that way, maybe on the new body, but then have them in that aesthetic and stuff. And then also I was thinking, man, if they did this hero villain two pack like they're following the format, what if they did like Alfred and some villain? I thought that would have been cool, but I don't know.
I don't know, Alfred. I would have put him with Barbara Gordon, but yeah, it's just me.
Yeah,
Or Gordon himself.
yeah. I just kept thinking, what if they were trying to do this heroes and villain kind of thing, like
Oh
where
yeah,
you
that's
got
a good
one
point,
and
man. I
one
like
kind of
that. Yeah,
feel.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I just think it kind of limits to their strengths and stuff like that. But they also had that Double Trouble weapons pack, and I was looking over that, and it looked like a majority of the stuff, like the weapons effects, the guns, and everything. That's most of that stuff we've seen before. I don't mind because I like weapons, but
Yeah, yeah.
what do
I
you think?
mean, well, I mean, like to me, there are two revolvers that I didn't have. Tommy
Hmm.
guns. I mean, I got lucky. I got two accessories for my Doc Knock, so I'm all set on Tommy guns. The only thing that I would have liked to have is like the cash bags, but I mean, I probably get my mom to make two for me.
Yeah.
But I mean, to me, I think that the cash bags would have been awesome. Like, in my opinion, anyway. Like to have those old 1940s ones with the dollar signs on them, with the
Yeah,
two
yeah,
lines, just like
yeah.
that would have been cool, you know. Because I don't recall like who's stealing gold coins in the 40s. You know, I don't remember who I was talking to this week. And I was like, they're all up in these gold coins, but who's stealing gold coins? And
Yeah.
like, I just want to point out that if you remember watching Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock goes into a bank and he's literally stealing coins from the
Coins.
safe. So,
Yep. Yeah.
and this
It's
was the early 2000s, so they're not
mhm.
far off.
Yeah, I was trying to think of it. I was like, who would really steal cash anyway anymore with cryptocurrency and then
Exactly.
just
Yeah.
but then I was like, oh well maybe it's a safer play because it's cash and you're not traced and everything and cash is always king. But I was sitting there thinking like who's stealing bags of coins?
Yeah. Going to the arcade. Fuck off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the arcade, man. I miss that.
I wonder
There's
if it
a
was Carl. I think I was talking to Carl when we talked about the gold coins. Anyway.
yeah. The the bags that you mentioned too, I kept when I saw that, the first thing I thought of was like, oh, these will probably be attached to one of the Dick Tracy characters, maybe like flat top. So
100%. That's this.
yeah,
Yes, 100%. Yeah,
yeah,
but
okay.
but I mean, like I said, the set looked great. I think the Bruce Wayne head sculpt looked really cool.
Hmm.
It looked really from that time. You know, like the really defined chin and all that stuff. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, a lot of people were. I saw a bunch of memes about that though. Like people were like, "God, who put?" Oh, the one, the one that I saw that made me laugh because it kind of resonated was the Tango and Cash guy. You remember?
Okay.
They both go to prison
Mm-hmm.
and they're about to get jumped by the guy that I can't remember which one is Tango and Cash, but he goes, he's like, he's the guys they're gonna beat him up because it's this prison thing, and they're like bringing all his buddies, and he goes, he broke his jaw, and this guy has this huge, like over exaggerated jaw,
Right.
and yeah, and what's his name? What's his name? Looks at him. Kurt Russell looks at him. He goes, "You broke that jaw." And he goes, you know, it's a funny movie, man. I think it still holds up.
I
But
have to rewatch it. I haven't seen it in years. I agree
yeah.
with Trevor. Trevor says that Penguin would be selling knockoff NFTs, and I think that
Hmm.
that's a funny joke. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's what we have for that. That I had a FedEx story for you really quick.
Oh,
So yeah, so of course behind the scenes, I did show you the video. So to
I
add some
won't spoil it
context,
for anybody. Go ahead.
yeah, so to add some context, I had a package that was delivered, and the guy walked up about 2 or 3 feet from my front door, and he just kind of bent over, which comes into play. He bent over and he tossed it. Now it was nice because it did a little flip and it landed right.
Hmm.
But I'm sitting there thinking, this guy just tossed my package, and of course Ann messages me and she goes, expletive, expletive, expletive. You see what he expletive did to your expletive package? She had more
That's a supportive girlfriend, man. I like that.
Yeah, yeah. And she said Mezco package, and I was like, oh no, I did not see. But I thought it was funny that there was more curse words than there was actual words in the sentence. And I'm sitting there thinking, okay, so I look at the camera, he does it, and he flips it over, and I'm like, oh man. So I showed a couple of people because I was like, I showed you and a couple other people. And I'm sitting there
Hmm.
thinking, am I off about this? Is a toss okay? Can he just toss it?
No,
Yeah, one of KJ told me he goes he no, it was another guy. He told me he goes, oh, that's not bad. I was
no, it
like,
isn't.
what?
Compared to some shit we've seen, it's really not bad, but
Yeah, but then it
still a
gets to the
toss.
point. Yeah, but then it gets to the point. Is like, am I? Is it? Are you just accepting it because it was a toss and it wasn't as bad as the other? Should they be tossing at all? It's like yeah, it's not that bad. So I got on FedEx because it popped up on my thing. It said, "How was your delivery today?" And they directed me to their website, and I'm like, you guys are just giving this to me. So I got on there and I said, yeah, they threw my package, and I'm not gonna lie, uh, 2 minutes later, I got a customer service rep say, can you please direct message us? I go, okay, so I message them, and then they said, what happened? I said, hey, I got it on video. I got cameras all over my house.
Right.
And so I go, I got it on video if you need to see it. I said, this person tossed the package. Usually I don't complain about this stuff or make light of it. I said, but there was something in there that was kind of important to me.
Hmm.
And I was like, and I don't know if it's damaged now. And he goes, oh, no problem. So then I had a customer service rep call me this morning and said, do you have the stuff? Can you send it to us? I said, yeah. I said, I'm not trying to get anybody in trouble. I
No,
said,
exactly. Yeah.
yeah. I said, I think there's a process improvement here. And then I also have stuff that is being delivered to me that I can't have been damaged,
Hmm.
Like what if they decide to send something else to me from Mezco early and this guy decides he wants to play UPS Ace Ventura and toss it from the street?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, but the guy said, no, no problem. He said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the person and we'll make sure that we get this taken care of. Won't happen again. If it does, you email me the stuff. And I go, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. So I was going to get on tonight and say, I know a lot of people in the past week has had problems. I know Hong Kong's a different thing, but if you have problems with FedEx, just message them and tell them, and they'll have a CS person
And
get
then
on
they're
there
gonna
and.
blacklist your ass in a heartbeat, and you're never gonna get another package again.
Would you really do that though? Like
No.
if they so I so I'll tell you something. I used to work for a company that kept data tracking like that, where
Okay.
if you went to a client's house or you went to go visit them, you could see all previous notes. And I'm very detailed with notes. And so I would put if I ever had a bad interaction with somebody or they had something that I needed to do,
Mm-hmm.
I would say you need to do this, this, and this, and this. Call the person first. Do this, do this, do this. And every once in a while, I'll run into my old note and I go, oh crap. Because there's certain people, they used to tell us all the time too. They were like, if you're going to go to somebody's house and you're out there, don't do anything dumb because everybody has cameras. You're going to do something stupid, you're
Yeah,
caught on
exactly.
camera. Yeah. And
So,
ironically, I don't know if I showed you, but did I send you that picture? Right in the front of my house, there's a big sign that says, this home is under surveillance, no trespassing, but it has a picture of a camera. So I'm like, why would you see that and just do that? So I was like,
I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes people put those things up, and it's like a veiled threat. It's not really a threat.
there's cameras everywhere, even across the
Yeah.
street, neighbor street or something like that, man. So like, yeah.
Holy shit! I know where I'm going if ever the zombies show up.
Yeah, it's a compound. So did you have anything else, man? Did you have anything?
uh, no, not really, man. I'm really
Mm.
eager for Atticus to ship.
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah, I am
Really,
too,
really
man.
fun. I'm really eager to just have him here in hand and all that stuff. I don't even know if I want to take pictures of him or anything like that, but it's just like having him here. I think it looks really cool. So
Yeah, yeah,
I'm looking forward to that shipping.
yeah. You're constantly on camera, Trevor said. Never in my life has FedEx tried to help me like that. Years ago, I had an item stolen in my box and I got nothing but issues from them. Yeah, so what I did really quick was I went on their website and once, Platt, who was it that told me? Somebody said, oh, it was my friend Gwai. He said, you should go to their Twitter because they hate when anybody puts anything negative on their Twitter.
Oh, really?
So that's what he said. So I went on to Facebook and I put, hey, blah, 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 blah. And they got right back to me because it's a public forum. I'm pretty sure they don't want to have negative press. And even after that, I put something like, I was like, thank you very much. I was like, I received customer care contact within 2 minutes of this message. I said, I appreciate you guys reaching out. So it didn't seem like I was slamming them or anything like that. But
Right.
I would say go to their website. Did you
Cool.
guys discuss the ink block issue? Yes, yes, we did. Yes,
Yeah,
we
I
did.
did a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Christine the Magician. I love that handle. I go, yeah, Christine the Magician. Do you actually do magic tricks? I haven't checked that account because if it is, I love magic.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's an automatic follow for me if you're an illusionist. I love that stuff so much.
You're like, magic. Oh, so it's almost time. So tonight also, we had a special guest.
I have no idea what the fuck this is. You're
It's a
springing it
special
on me as well.
guest.
All right,
Yeah,
special
yeah.
guest.
It's a
I just
special
want to
guest.
point out something that a few people in the comments earlier said that the dog in the background seems like it's judging you.
The dog in the back?
Yeah, the dog that you have.
Oh, yeah, he didn't like that photo.
It's just right there, and everybody's just like, it's because the way it's angled, it's just like staring at you. No,
This
not
is.
that one. The dog on the left, on your
Oh,
left.
here? Here? Or
No,
no?
left, the
Here?
other left.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So everybody's just kind of like, I pointed to the dog as, look, he's really judging Paige.
Yeah, I thought you meant that one. That one, he was younger, and
Okay,
he
no.
did not. He didn't. We got along, but he did not like me touching him or in his face. Now he'll let me do whatever. But
Okay.
before, anytime I touch him, he's like, "Ugh, get off me, man, get off me." And, what about the shirt with Baron Benz? Oh yeah, I guess we can talk about that too. So
Oh, I haven't checked that out. What does it look like? Does it look all right?
it
How much
looks
was it?
cool. It was 32 bucks, but they're gonna have. I think the pre-order is gonna be open for like a week or so. Don't quote me on that. I quick
Okay.
looked at it. I saw the price, and I told myself I'm gonna need to think about this for a little bit because it was 32 bucks. Excuse me, but it's 32 bucks. But it's the one with Baron Benz and the Aqua Maidens wrapping
Yeah,
around him.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I think I think the concept of the shirt looks really great. The thing
Mm-hmm.
is that I'm a 42-year-old man, and I feel I don't know if I'm allowed to wear it. I think Leslie would be okay with it, but it's one of those things where I was debating. Like, I tend to wear these shirts to school, and I'm like, I don't know, standing in front of a class teaching with
They
that.
take you seriously.
And then after that, I see some guy from the administration, my boss, walk by, and he's like, "What's up with the mermaids?" I said, "We're tending to the merman." So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll pick it up. I'm okay with the shirts that I have for now. It looks good, but
Yeah.
I'll wait and see.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's supposed to be a pre-order for a week. The company is that one company that they teased. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
a week or two ago. The
Yeah,
was it the Ghost? I can't remember the name. It's like Ghost something.
yeah.
But they're the ones that were teasing it. I was so busy today that I just looked at it really quick and I go, can I do this? Because the day prior, not Hot Toys, Hot Wheels put out they said it's a 110 scale Batmobile.
Yeah.
And I saw that and I go, oh crap. And I looked at it and somebody told me they were like this Hot Wheels guy. And he said, oh man, you better get in on that because those Hot Wheels collectors, that's not going to last long at all, buddy. I looked at
Mm.
it today, it's still up, but I was looking at it and I go, oh, this will fit 7-inch figures. I said it'll probably work. And then I read in the description, it says specifically for 6-inch figures. So I said maybe the 7 is to
Right.
allow for ears or something like that with Batman or something. But I was looking at it and I was like, let me grab this. And then, of course, G.I. Joe put all their stuff up. And
That was a good
so, yeah, it's
reveal,
going to,
man. I was impressed by that.
oh, the G.I. Joe stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Stoked a
I
lot
think
on
I
this
think I
one.
know who the guest is. Anthony is here, and he's never here, so that's probably
Anthony's
Anthony.
here? No, no, no. I guess we should get to the guest, right? Again, so this is a surprise guest.
Oh, you have him at your place. Okay, I thought actually someone was going to be coming on.
No, I told you not to worry. I told you not to worry about it.
I'm not worried. Wasn't worried. Scene
No,
is
no, no.
born. Motherfucker. Man, how come you got the shipping on that thing? Mine sucks because I'm from Canada.
You're Canadian? No, no. It had nothing to do with it. There was that didn't have anything to do. I kind of a friend, a fellow collector. So this is our special guest. So I figured, hey, open it up. But the thing is
Yeah,
that I
very
know
cool,
that.
man. I'm excited for this. Let's go.
Yeah. I also told myself I was like,
Scene is
hey,
born.
yeah, I was like he doesn't have this yet. I was like, I don't want to spoil anything. So
Oh,
full
I don't give a
disclosure,
fuck. Bring
oh
it, bring
yeah,
it, bring it.
well, I want to do breakdown too. So I was like, yeah. So I don't want to show too much, but and I know people have seen pictures and stuff like that too. So, but I just thought it would be kind of cool. We just have the full disclosure in the box. I only got there was only a Mezid in it. There's no comic or anything like that. So
So it's one of the guys that won the prize that didn't want it.
yes, it was a friend of mine.
Man.
His name was Corey Christopher, and he had it, and I think he was trying to either trade for it, and then I messaged him and I said, hey man, I said, how do you like it? He goes, I haven't even opened it yet, and I said, hey, can I ask you a huge favor? I said, I'm really interested in trying to do a breakdown video on it. Would you mind if you send it to me? He goes, no problem.
Very cool.
Yeah, so he sent this to me, and then once I get done with it really quick, I send it back to him. But everything will be cool,
Man, that's
and
amazing.
yeah. So, but I thought this would be cool. This is our special guest. See?
I love that, man. That's awesome.
So yeah,
Yep, that looks good.
yeah.
Very
So we
pretty.
got that. Oh, I guess we should put spoiler if you don't wanna see any of this stuff
Dude,
from this
they
point on.
pre-ordered the fucking figure.
There's always. I thought
They looked
comic
at the
would be good.
pictures. We don't have the comic, so
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so I was like, just in case. Just somebody,
yeah.
you ruined it for me. You ruined it. So
There
yeah.
you go, CTG. I spit hot fire.
Now, hot fire. Fire.
Fire.
Oh, well, so the bottom looks pretty cool. You got your little base and everything.
That looks good.
It looks good. Like I said, I didn't want to show a bunch of stuff. I just wanted to. Oh, so it's 3 cases. Last one's the spell effects.
Yay.
That's the
Very
stuff.
cool.
I was thinking about doing those because I was wondering about that. So I was like going to do the figure and then maybe a couple of the effects, and then that was it.
Mm.
Good surprise, bad surprise.
Love it.
So
Yeah, I'm actually trying to peek in, and I can't, and I'm so stupid because I'm just kind of like, there is exactly.
So I actually talked to a mutual friend of ours, and he was telling me some interesting tidbits about this.
Look
So,
at that. He is so cool.
I will be including that.
I love it.
In the video. We'll change some of the lighting here because nobody cares about me. They want this. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, the dog is judging the figure now, so we're good.
What? Yeah. So
he looks cool.
Yeah, like you said, he is short.
Do you have anything to compare him with nearby?
You know what? Yes, I do, but it's not. Oh, you know what? Yes.
Is that Lone Roach?
It's Michael Gomez.
Oh,
because I'll get killed in the comments if I put LeBron up. All right, so you have that.
There you go. Look at that.
Yeah, somebody will screenshot this. So.
Just a little bit shorter. That's really cool. And I mean that if you take off his hat, it brings him down a little bit as well.
Yeah, I would say he's probably about maybe a quarter of an inch shorter.
Okay, good. It looked like you were comparing it to something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So yeah. I'm looking over this really quick. You can open this up. Like I said, I want to save some of this stuff.
That looks like the same jacket that Nosferatu's wearing, but just redesigned a little bit shorter, same buttons.
And the color is different. There's a sweater underneath of it. I'll take the hands off it.
Do you think that they just put the Christmas sweater on it?
Because that's what I was wondering. Or I haven't taken it off yet. Hold on a second. Hopefully nothing will happen with this. Oh, that's cool. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You won't be able to see it, but on his hand, there you go.
He's got the eye, yeah.
Yeah. Not on the other hand, but one thing that there's a thingy there. Okay, cool.
The body, does it feel similar to Doc Knock, or does it feel similar to Vapor?
I'm about to take the jacket off so we can kind of tell.
Cool.
Oh, he's so short. Oh, he's so cute.
That might actually be the new Robin body.
Yeah. So double jointed.
Very cool.
Double jointed knees.
Look at that.
Yep. Yeah. To be honest with you, I'd have to look. It's locked up over there actually, but it seems like this is either the Freddy Krueger sweater or the Christmas Gomez. Everything's kind of stitched down. The vest and everything. The pants, they look like the Christmas Gomez. The holiday Gomez.
Right, yeah.
And the shoes, just he's got a black underbody, just so you know. And the shoes, they just kind of look like no, these are different. To me it is. These are stylish.
Yeah,
they're not the flats that the other one has.
So it wouldn't be the shoes that Two-Face is wearing.
No, these look like boots. I'd have to double check.
Yeah,
these look like kind of like quarter boots.
Right.
See
okay.
it?
Yeah.
I have to play with that. The ab area.
Right.
You've been down. And then,
with if you take that head off, which is really, really fun, is that you can have just an all around, like you could pop a Popeye head on that.
You can't see that, can you?
Yeah, it's a brain. With an eye in it. That's awesome.
Yeah. That is cool, bro. Translucent flame effect on there. Yeah, I like this little body. It's cool.
Right.
I don't want to lose everything, so let's do that there.
Very cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I talked to our friend
The brains
earlier
come
this.
out. Apparently, the brain comes out.
Yeah. Again, it's the first time I'm messing with this stuff. So, oh, yeah, well, yeah, but you're gonna have like a head. You see it?
Yeah,
It's just a cake, but the brains come out, but it's just
but that's cool. You can put it on a plate or something like that, and have like yourself a Hannibal type situation.
yeah, or you have that and it's eyeballs looking at you like you're gonna stick it with a fork.
That's kind of the thing. You could put it in the accessories.
Yeah.
You know, like he's putting his brain in a different place.
This is cool. But yeah, I did talk to a mutual friend of ours, and he told me a couple of very cool things about this set. So I'll
Oh,
include
cool.
that in the video. Yeah, yeah, some behind the scenes stuff, kind of stuff.
Nice. With some fava
Very,
beans, exactly.
very reliable source.
Okay, very reliable source. That's not me.
A creator. You're like, it's one thing.
It's one to two people. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
nice.
take that to church.
This thing is badass, bro.
I love that book. Look at that.
Yeah.
And straight out of Harry Potter.
Yeah. These are just quick looks. So, oh, look at that.
Yummy.
I'm gonna be doing some swaps.
Does the crab claw move?
Yes, it is articulate.
Very
So you get it to about like there, and this is closed.
Got myself a Popeye shot in the works.
I was really curious about this. I know Sarah was gonna show something, but I wanted to. Oh wow, wow.
That head looks great.
No, we'll get some. We'll get some high
You know,
quality.
I don't know
stuff
if you
here
could
in a
put
bit.
that head on Nemo and create like a Davy Jones type character.
No, don't worry, my brother. I'm gonna try. I was gonna put all that stuff in the video. I was gonna put it all in there.
Fair enough.
And this will be the last thing I kind of show because I don't want to. I want to save some stuff, like I said, for the video.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it won't turn into like the 5 points Batman thing, and it never get put out.
That's a good question. Jackson Forward says, "Does the claw fit on Nemo?" I guess Paige could check that out for that. That one, I don't think that one moves.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just coiled up. But yeah. Wow, you can see the barnacles on it.
That's really cool.
Better stuff will come to show it.
Yeah.
So this is the one, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's the one that's got the bendy wire. Now, see, if someone was parting out, I'd try to buy a dozen of those.
I wouldn't mind if they did a pack of this.
Really? That would be awesome. I'd love that.
Can you imagine that? Like a pack of just that kind of stuff?
Tentacles, man.
Same thing. Sorry about the lighting. No.
That works.
Yeah,
right there.
It's gonna be high no matter what.
That looks good.
But
man.
yeah, you'll be able to. Oh well, kind of. You just can't focus in on it, but you can see the clusters and stuff like that. They all they're all painted individually. The bendy wire, it's here, and when you get to here, it stops.
Okay.
So you know.
Yeah, pack of more effects. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like a variant of this with different accessories eventually.
Yeah. While you're reading, is there anything else like people said? Nothing?
Yeah, that's Mr. Illwill 305. A pack of more effects for him. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, I would love if they did do because of the Nemo stuff. Maybe if they did small ones and if they did bigger ones.
100%.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
So yeah, sneak peek, little special guest for everybody.
Very cool.
Yes, and I'll be doing a breakdown on it.
I grabbed all 6 of Doctor Strange magic effects for Atticus. That's cool, man. That's a great idea.
Yeah. I'm really, really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Constantine now. Like stuff like this.
See that they'll work together.
Yeah, and or Dr. Fate, having some of that kind of stuff too, like his casting spells and everything. I was thinking it'd be cool if they kind of like go down this I'm wondering because of the Doctor Strange and everything that they're putting out right now, that they
Right.
just kind of did this little magic run for a little bit. So,
Hmm.
uh, I know you're gonna have fun with that.
Yes, I like that.
Yep. And it's also through the coat, sides, and the bottom. No spoilers.
It's good.
That's about
Oh,
it.
Plastic just said something interesting with Hellboy. That would work. That would work very much.
Yeah, like his sword and then
Hmm.
some of the flame effects. Dude, like that's what I like. Like some of this stuff you can just kind of I'm really looking forward to Ghost Rider with his flame effects because I think that when I saw that stuff at Toy Fair, like they had it all out. Excuse me. And immediately I started looking at it and go, oh, that's gonna be great with like piping and everything. And just all of these things kind of you can just kind of like build your own world and I'm really impressed with this
No,
initially
I'm
because
I'm really excited for Atticus. Atticus to me is like if I look at Doc Knock, if I look at Baron Benz and all that stuff, I feel like this one is more like in my wheelhouse. I feel like I'll have more fun doing because, like I said, he could be so goofy as a character, but he can also be incredibly serious.
right. And making sure I have everything. You don't want to mess that up, right? Because
Hmm.
I don't want to lose this stuff. Like,
One
where's my
person,
book at?
one person I'm excited to see pictures of is Tom Iawatu. I think he was excited to get the figure as well. And I know that when he works on the effects and all that stuff, he's probably going to really give it a. Because I've seen like some Doctor Strange stuff of his. He recently put out some Doctor Fate stuff as well.
Hmm.
So when he gets Doom, it'll be really fun and interesting to see what he has to do with him.
Yeah, yeah. There's certain guys like when I saw this today, I go, oh, Jason's gonna put out some stuff. And now that I check it out, there's a bunch of really cool things that I can think of that I won't be able to pull off. And I'm like, there'll be other guys that'll do it, like you, some other people.
Yeah, yeah.
This is cool. I don't want to like hype it up or anything, but this is really cool with him. I like the body because
Hmm.
it's he's so cute. He's tiny. Look at him.
But
He's
that's the
tiny.
thing. It's one of those like those tiny people that sometimes you're like, like Yoda.
Hmm.
He can wield so much power, and then you look at him and you're like, how?
Yeah. And I guess this guy's supposed to be like a beast. Did you see him take on all like everything else? It's like, oh crap. So
Yeah.
worth refunding the Constantine figure more in the wheelhouse. I'm just opening this up just like you guys are experiencing it too. I initial impression, I think it's really cool, but everybody's gonna think that I'm being a homer about it, and I'm just gonna say everything looks cool from them. But I really like this, but I'll be able to, like I said, put something up and be able to show you guys a couple of things, and then you guys can
Thanks,
make
man.
your own decision about it. I do want to say thank you very much to Corey because without him, none of this would be possible. So I appreciate you, Corey. Thank you for allowing me to have this for a little bit, and I make sure that I take care of it as if it was my own.
Yeah, tell him that I appreciate it too, but he made the wait a little bit longer, and I don't appreciate
You're
that.
like he should have sent it to you. He's like,
No, no, no. But it makes me want to have worked on that project though.
yeah. I think I can see you. I can see you doing some really good stuff with this. You're gonna have fun. That makes
Oh
sense.
yeah, definitely. But I'm gonna try it. Like, there's so many ideas that pop up just looking at them. So
Yeah, yeah.
there you go. Exactly. Look at Angel, Atticus. Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size. Do you?
Mm,
Exactly. And he takes down this army of satanic fuckers.
mm, mm. I saw some comments about that too, but anyway,
No.
guys were getting in on that. I was like, ugh,
Yeah, I'll abstain from commenting because I don't want us to get in trouble.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Take anybody off. So that's all I had, man. And look at that, we
Yep.
kept it to an hour.
Yes, sir.
Is there so anything that I know you said you're taking a little bit of a hiatus, like just to kind of like refocus and you're planning out shots and you're gonna do stuff later.
I want to work
Anything
on I want to work on Rorschach. It's just that the shot that I have in mind, I need to figure out how to shoot it. I have a really good idea, but the logistics of it are complicated. So it's like multiple it's just like a series of setups that rely on each other to function. But it's anyway. It's a fun challenge. It's one of the I'm excited for it because it's not something I've ever tried before. So I'm looking forward. You know, it's like I'm blending certain types of things for myself. So I think that's where I am in the moment. I just don't want to do like a rain shot, which would be fine. I mean, I think I could probably get a good Rorschach shot, like a poster shot would be fun. But I want to try to tell a really good story. I got an idea of it. I did take a picture last night, and I showed Leslie, and she says that looks really fucking cool. And I was like, well, I'm not 100% on it yet because there's missing the elements that I want. But she understood the story I was telling.
Right.
And I showed Sean as well, and Sean was like, "Oh, he says that's fucking cool. If you can, like, he says you could share this one and it would be fine." I was like, "No, because it's not the idea I have in my head. I want to do something different with it." And so once I get those ideas together, it might be too complicated, and people will be like, "Why did he do that?" But it doesn't matter. At least if I get it the way that I have it in my head, I'll be happy with it.
Yeah,
but it'll take time.
Yeah, and you already have a preview that it's going to be good anyway. So if people,
well, yes, but I mean, it was just a quick click set up in front of my screen, like on my computer, and it was just like, okay. If you guys had seen the setup of that, you'd have laughed.
Well, I don't shoot a lot, but the one day I took a picture and you know, because she's not into this stuff. You know, I'm pretty sure your lady is the same way. She's not into it like we are. But
no.
Like when you get that initial reaction from them and they go, "Oh, that's cool." Like I'm like, okay, then this is good.
Yeah,
there's something can snag somebody else. But really quick, I also wanted to say because I saw that he was in here, CTG Collector. Thank you very much.
Right, for the fig heads. I have to tune into that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. We had it slotted originally, but we weren't able to do it, and so it kind of moved over to Wednesday. I think it was. Was it Wednesday? Yeah, I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. So we did that, and I got to hang out with him, Geeky Fresh, and then also Matthew Charles, Maddie. But treated very well over there. Had some good conversation. A lot of fun. So if you get a chance, make sure you check those guys out. Very talented guys. I was Instagram stalking. You know how like I go.
Yeah, absolutely. You do that every time.
Yeah. So very talented guys. Very thought provoking and very positive too. I love doing that kind of stuff, like positive stuff. So,
you wanted to bring up a topic as well for us to talk about that they brought up.
Oh yes, yeah.
We don't have to do it tonight if you don't want, but at the same time, I think that is a very interesting topic.
Yeah. So one of the questions that I got asked was, they asked me, do you think that Mezco, I'm paraphrasing here, but do you think that Mezco should do more Black characters or different ethnicities? And I said, oh yeah. And then they said, because the Marvel Legends that they have, Marvel Legends is picking up Steve, and they're doing a lot more Black characters.
Yep.
And they said in the second question, and these are the questions I wanted to ask you because I was very interested in what you can say, but just as far as like ethnicity across the board, but then especially Black characters. But then the second question was, they asked me if you could do a Black character, which character would you do? So I told them yes. I said they're working on it. And then the second one was Luke Cage. I'd love to see them do Luke Cage, but I was interested in what you thought.
I 100% agree. There is. I won't say. I don't want it to sound negative, but I have complained a little bit about the fact that there are no women, and that's another thing. Is like in terms of Black characters, yes, we're lacking. We'll have the popular ones that are going to be out, yes, but there's definitely room for improvement when it comes to that. It's a line that I enjoy quite a bit, and like even myself, I remember being told like I don't take pictures of many Black characters. I don't take pictures of many female characters and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. And it's not that I'm not predisposed to buying them. I just don't collect Marvel Legends. I happen to get Mezco, and I kind of noticed, well, shit, I don't have many of those characters. I do have a Black Panther now that I should dig out. But I haven't found a story that I need to tell with Black Panther. And after, you know, Ejiofor's, sorry, not Ejiofor, but shit, I forgot his fucking name. What's the king's name?
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
Boseman. There you go. Sorry about that. Chadwick's death is kind of one of those things that I didn't want to jump on a bandwagon and kind of ride that wave of like, hey, you know, paying homage to him and stuff like that. I was saddened by that. But there's definitely, you know, I'd love to have more of those. I mean, we have Roadblock coming that should be interesting. You know, you mentioned, who did you just mention? Nick Fury. 100%, man. Fuck. If there's any character that we, I don't know how much, you know, Jackson's likeness is, but
I was wondering.
Dolomite, fuck yeah, man, I'd buy that in a heartbeat. Dolomite. Shaft, I think, would be a great one.
Yes,
if we could get that would be cool.
Yeah, or God, what was it? Not Undercover Brother, Black Dynamite. These are man, funny ones, but I was thinking about that. I told. I was typing, so I messed up. So sorry, that was for real. I told them they were doing Roadblock. I said they've been pushing Tangerine, nothing officially announced, but I'm pretty sure they keep showing her. I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting her.
Just imagine a 112 coffee.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Pam Grier, I'd jump on. Axel Foley, 100%, man.
Bruce Leroy,
Oh, Tom's here. Very cool. Afro Samurai.
Yep. Blank Man, Afro Samurai, Blackula. Yeah, I actually saw that was on Vudu for sale for like $4.99, and I thought about getting it. but I did. I told him, I said that especially for minis because I know she's been waiting for Tangerine, but I told them that the point that I made with them is that they said, well, they don't do a lot of female characters, and I said, yeah, Jason's mentioned that quite a bit, but I think that they're trying to develop the female bodies.
Yeah.
And then I didn't feel awkward saying it, but I didn't want to, like, you know how some of these topics get a little touchy with people. I said, I think that they're working on the body, but they also need to kind of like accentuate the body in a tasteful way. I was like, with a lot of these figures, especially characters like Black women, you know, they're a little bit more accentuated. And I said, and plus another thing is you're dealing with a different kind of hair. So are you going to use a sculpt? And I said, and I know that they probably don't have a lot of experience with that. So I'm pretty sure that they're working on that to be able to actually represent Black women in the right way. Last thing you want to do is put something out and go, hey, that's not what Black women look like. And, are they trying to do something? You know, with the backlash in the community, how some things get kind of like twisted around. You don't want a bunch of people saying, they trying to make fun of Black women or they're not properly representing them. So that's what I told them. I was like, just give them time, let them do the character properly. I was like, but I'm pretty sure once they do, they're going to knock it out the park. And that's going to set it up for other things too. Candyman.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, they did put out Biggie Smalls. You know, that was a while back, though.
I mentioned that to them. I said, but they said I don't think it wasn't anything against. I don't think they maybe had a lot of experience in the line, but it's a valid question. It's like you want to see, you know, all races represented. And I said, well, if you think about it this way, that company is rooted in hip hop. That's how they started. They started out with Biggie. They started off with, Pac. They had Run DMC. They did the Hoods line. I said, I was like, it's not like they're turning a blind eye to it. I said, but I can kind of see where you would think that it's not the representation, but they're making strides to do it. I said, I think they just want to do it in the right way.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I mean, but I just feel that, like someone pointed out, Candyman. We have a panoply of horror figures, and Candyman's not there. I think that's a blind spot for me, and personally, I think that would be really cool to see. A figure of Candyman. Someone pointed out they don't have to do a Nick Fury based on Sam Jackson. I 100% agree with you. I was just basing myself off like the Far From Home Spider-Man, or like the homemade suit Spider-Man, the more the movie ways. I don't know what would sell more. That's the thing, because if you look at the Marvel that they have, like Captain America, I guess they could work with the older versions. But the Nick Fury, a new one, I'd love to have a new Miles.
I said that. I was like,
Miles would be
I,
awesome, man.
yeah, and they said something like that too. They were like, that would be the perfect representation. It goes along with what they're doing right now. Everybody has some really great suggestions, and it's cool to see that everybody. Plastic, excellent point. I forgot about Winston as well.
Hmm.
Um,
No,
Trevor,
we're not saying they're not any. It's
yeah,
just a question that they're. I think it's underrepresented for now. And
hmm
like Asian characters, same thing, right?
yeah. I think across the board, but then I think that there's special sculpting that you have to do to be able to achieve the look. They get banged on sometimes for soft sculpts and inaccurate movie representations. And
Hmm.
I think you would be doing any race a disservice if you didn't accurately represent them. Because you know how collectors,
Oh yeah,
Mezco collectors.
100%. I agree.
Yeah. The
Yeah, Shang-Chi would have been interesting to see what they would have pulled off with that.
yeah, I would love to have that. Like things like this, just like this,
Hmm.
diversity not only in races but body types, sizes, and everything. It just flushes things out. When they showed that advent calendar picture, I looked at it,
Hmm.
I go, wow. There's different sizes, there's different genres.
Hmm.
It's really cool to see that stuff. And so
Hmm.
Trevor mentioned something I wanted to ask you about this. But he was listing off musicians, and they have a history with doing musicians. But
Right.
he mentioned he goes they could do musicians like Michael Jackson, Prince, and Hendrix. And I was wondering, I know
I get
Bandai.
like give me all the Wu-Tang.
I would love that. Imagine
Wu-Tang.
if they did a pack, a Wu Tang pack. I don't know how many
Oh,
you put in there, but
I don't know,
yeah,
man.
because their numbers
Jesus
are
Christ.
yeah. So
But anyway, yeah, I'd buy a fucking ODB 112 collective.
can you imagine? But I wonder where the line would cross, like with Michael Jackson, like because of the off the stuff, the off camera kind of stuff. But
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to have like a thriller, a thriller Michael Jackson, a smooth criminal Michael
Smooth
Jackson.
Criminal would probably be more like, or like, even if they want to get around it, what you could do is you could make a Smooth Criminal Gomez and then find a
Uh,
Jackson head somewhere.
timestamp it, timestamp it right now.
Prince would sell, man. That one, 100%. Prince would fucking
Yeah,
sell.
yeah. I'm wondering like other like musicians because I've seen other people talk about like alternative music artists and everything else like that. I'm just wondering how much of the demand would be there because that's pretty specialized. You'd have to really make sure that people were in on it before you started producing.
Well,
I think Biggie they would
we
do it.
we have Eminem.
Yeah, I think people would buy him.
We already have him. Burner Vapor is Eminem.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you mean like make characters that are kind
Cartoon
of
versions, I
like,
guess you could do that. Yeah.
yeah. I told them, I said, I would love for them because it's the 20 years and they're doing the Hoods crew, hopefully. I would love for them to introduce a brand new member. And then
Mm.
that way, like you said, maybe it could be one of these like kind of this is DMX or this is whoever, but it's not. They're just in Hoods form.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be
that'd be
cool.
cool. But I don't know. I think that at one point, if you open up that side, singers and musicians and stuff like that, then it becomes like, well, it becomes bands, right? So
Yeah.
people are like, oh, we're gonna put out like Kirk Hammett from Metallica. You're like, well, I like James instead. Which bass player do you use?
hmm
Do you take Cliff Burton or do you go with Jason Newsted or do you go with Robert Trujillo? You know,
Or
Lars.
Journey.
No one wants Lars, so
Or
you're gonna have
Journey.
a peg winner. Exactly.
Yeah, you like, do you have the one guy or do you have the little Asian guy? It's like, which one do you have?
Same thing for Sepultura. Do you take Max Cavalera or do you take the singer that they had after? But I don't know, man. So I think that, like, yeah, I don't even know if I'd buy the singers, to be honest. I'd get Prince solely because my best friend is a huge Prince fan. Like, he has everything. And
hmm
if ever they were to put out a 112 collective of Prince, I'd just buy like a dozen of them for him. It's like, here,
Yeah,
yeah, I can bury you with Prince now.
that would be cool.
Yeah.
Like
Cliff,
a
always Cliff. All right, cool.
like a purple rain print
Oh, yeah, 100%, man.
with a bike.
Yep. And then you can put a Joker head on it too.
Somebody would do it. Kia would put a Gomez head on it. He'd probably do
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, I don't think that the lack of diversity is coming from a place of they're not, they don't mean anything by it. I feel like it's coming. It just needs time, you know. We know that Tangerine is in the works. They've been teasing her for I don't know how long now. So it's clearly somewhere down the line that we're going to have our first female Rumble character, and she will be black, and that's fucking cool, you know. So yeah, I'm hoping that pans out at some point, you know. So women, yes, more color. That's what I want.
You want more women in general. I told him, I said, Jason says it's a sausage fest. It's a sausage fest. And they go, yeah, it is kind of like a sausage fest. And I go,
okay,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I was like,
well, they were on
Jason.
board with it too. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they agreed with you. They were like, yes, he's correct. Yeah, but I told him, I was like, yeah, but I said they've kind of held off from female figures. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're just trying to focus in on giving a better body. I was like, so just let them work with that.
That's what I'm doing too. You know, that'd be cool. I want a 112 collective Dave Chappelle.
Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Couldn't do anything with him because it's too controversial, but it'd be fun to have.
Yeah. I guarantee you, and people said that about Carlin, and I guarantee you 10 years from now, people are going to be like, oh, yeah, you know.
We'll see.
It's not going to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. But like I said, I think these things are coming. We're never going to get a Wu-Tang, that's for damn sure. But I definitely would love to see Luke Cage. I'd love to see Shaft. Someone said Prince Hakeem from Coming to America, and I think that's awesome. Axel Foley is definitely cool, but I don't think that Eddie Murphy is going. There's no fucking way. He must be so expensive.
Yeah,
he's already difficult to work with as an individual based on, you know, very little research and just hearsay. But just imagine, like, can we use your likeness? You know, like, nah. It's probably very complicated.
Let's scroll back a little bit because I told myself I would be better with interacting people. I know I get wrapped up in these conversations with you, and I forget sometimes. But there were some good ones in here. So you ready? So going back. Yep. So I have Watu, Luke Cage, and Mr. Terrific. Awesome Dan said Static Shock. That's a
good idea.
Yeah. Nick Fury, Dolomite. Let's see here. Shaft. Pootie Tang. Jake said Pootie Tang.
Okay.
Yeah. Minis is here. Yeah. So Bruce Leroy, I've always been saying this. I've been trying to find someone who would do a head cast of Bruce Leroy so I could put it on Gomez of Death.
Just Bruce Lee. Why don't we have a 112 collective Bruce Lee yet?
Well, I love the movie. I remember you said you hadn't seen the movie. The movie is...
No, I haven't, but I'm just saying Bruce Lee in general.
Yeah, I don't know if one of the other...
On the Vapor Body.
Yeah, I don't know if that Marvel Select or if there's another figure that came out of Bruce Lee. I don't know if those will fit on him, but what are some other ones? So Afro Samurai, we saw that one. Blank Man.
That would be Bruce awesome.
Lee, Nutty Professor. Shonuff, yes. Jason Wong is he can see Meteor Man.
No.
Superfly.
Why Meteor Man?
You might as well have Shaq Steele in there too, but I do like that. Meteor Man was kind of cool. I like Robert Townsend. He's big. Let's see here. What else? Wu-Tang. Somebody said John Stewart Green Lantern is out.
We have that one. Yeah.
Bobby Digital. Of course, we're going with Wu-Tang kind of stuff. Spawn. I don't think that's ever going to happen. Even though that's a cool thing. I don't think
McFarlane is so. Yeah. No.
Yeah. Major Scale said Boys to Men when we're talking about music. Smooth Gomez. Yep. So Jimi Hendrix. Super 7 is going deep with the reaction band figures. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I've seen that. I've been seeing a lot about that. Eminem, Jimi Hendrix. Cliff, always Cliff. That's what Trevor said. And then that's pretty much it. Rick James. Rick James and Charlie Murphy, 2-pack for Major Scale.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then it kind of...
Yeah. There's a few other characters. I mean, like, I'd kill for, like, a Morgan Freeman character. Yeah. Whatever. Maybe like Red from Shawshank would be awesome.
What is this one? Cerebral Deep, I do agree with this one. A comic version of Killmonger or any version of Killmonger.
Yeah,
I would
man,
love that.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre 2-pack, that would be cool. Yeah. All great. All great. And see, that's what we're doing. We're putting all this energy out there.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will watch it.
Yes.
He does watch.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that you can't include in the Snoop Dogg release that you'll have to sell as an accessories pack.
Yeah, he's been bad.
It's not going to be gold coins, I can guarantee that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see Mezco's new bong set? It's really insane, you know? It's got these like
Yeah.
112 collective joints and shit. Trust us, you can light them up.
Yeah. Casters would get pissed about that because they've been doing it for a while. So yeah, that's good. And we kind of kept it to time.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Yep.
121, good time, but a lot of topics I have to talk about. So that's good. Any goodbyes or anything that you want to say, like heading out, like stuff to look for that you're going to be doing? I know you said you're going to be working on stuff, but like maybe you can tell us when that'll happen.
No, I don't know. Like, not this weekend, that's for damn sure, because I need to grade some papers. I have a lot of stuff to do. I need to get back and, you know, be productive and whatnot, you know? So, yeah, I'm just going to take it easy with the family this weekend. I'll keep fucking around with Rorschach. I have to heat him up to get his leg swivel, you know, his thigh swivel going and all that stuff. But I might go see Spider-Man tomorrow with my daughter. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to be on the SBN network tomorrow. I don't know what kind of live. I don't know if it's live on Instagram, on YouTube, or they record in advance and they publish later. So I'm going to be. No. It's a podcast, the SBN podcast with Steph. So Stalagmite Thriller, and
I thought you meant Steph Curry. I was like, jeez, he stepped up.
No, I'm not. I'm nowhere near Sports Center. I'm not Jax. But and then also Scott Metzger, so F-Stop Rebel. I'm going to be with them tomorrow at 1 p.m. I don't know for how long and all that stuff. So I don't know if they do it live. If they do, I'll probably post it on my stories. I haven't asked Steph, but yeah, I watched the show. It's super fun. It's going to be relaxed, and I'm going to be talking about my stuff. So yeah. What about you?
This.
No.
Well, I want to. I know that there have been a couple people that put some stuff out and pictures and stuff like that, but I would really like to get on this before something happens. So, I mean, that's what I want to try to work on, and of course, spend some time with family and pet the dogs, you know, so he doesn't look at me like that. So,
exactly. Any predictions for what's going up next week?
Jeez, man, they just took money from us. He'll break. Let's take a break.
All right, I'd love to take a break.
Not against you. Not against
but
you.
that'd be great. Or do you know like what's going to be shipping next? Any predictions on what's going to be shipping next? What was the closest thing that we saw? What was next?
I honestly thought that this was going to be coming out soon.
Right.
I mean, I thought that this was. I mean, the prize people had it, and I honestly thought that this was going to be shipping out pretty soon. I would have to look at my list because things have kind of been like shuffled around lately.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I'll take the new Gomez. Be nice. But yeah, I'd like to see what's coming out, like the projected window to February, April.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Because I have the book of Paige here.
Oh.
I told them guys, I was like anything that I need is always on here. I always write everything down. So your January or your February stuff, I think we have this, of course. But then we already have Nosferatu. I'm just going through the I still need to put these in order. Like I have them in my folder, but I don't have them in date order because they keep changing around.
Right.
So Nosferatu, let's see here, Constantine. Oh no, that got pushed back, didn't it? I think that got pushed back.
Fantastic Four and Bishop. Yeah, we're in the Fantastic Four window.
Batman, Gotham by Gaslight.
Okay.
I know Predator got pushed back. I'll have to relook again.
Okay.
I still think that this, and then I think it would be really cool if Gotham by Gaslight came out.
Hmm.
I can imagine all the pictures with Joker. Because you got to think of this stuff yourself. I mean, he did like a Flash appearance and then a vague one. And so people can kind of create their own Batman, Gotham by Gaslight versus Joker kind of thing. So there's no way Fantastic Four set is shipping in this window. Yeah.
You never know, man. Be careful with those
Never know.
predictions. Might make you eat crow.
Yeah. Orange Julian, that's a very good point. Spider-Man 2099. Now, I know they showed that at London Toy Fair. And that was a full version. They had the box, they had all the accessories, and they had the figure. And usually when they do that, I mean, that's a pretty good indicator, especially if you have the box.
He wasn't expertly posed based on what I saw.
Yeah, but they're just, they probably had some guy and they're just like, get it up, put it in there. I don't know. That's a horrible English accent.
Okay, that was what that was? I thought it was a vampire.
It was a frail vampire accent.
I'd have to take my foot out of my mouth to eat that crow. Fine.
Yeah.
Well, let's just shove both in there. That's what she said.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that set because I bought a bunch of the, excuse my rudeness.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, those guys. I bought a bunch of those guys. I'm sorry, I bought the limit of 5. So anyway.
Sure you did.
I did. That's all I could get. Man, Pulses, man, they are hardcore on it. They will not let you do workarounds at all. I tried to get on the thing, and then I tried to log in as a guest, and it said, "Oh, we're sorry, you've already ordered the max for this." I'm like, oh.
Fucking IP addresses.
It's like, you guys.
Go to the neighbors.
I was trying all sorts of stuff. I even masked my IP, and they still got me. I was like, geez, how the hell did you guys do that? Because your account. Yeah, because your account. But anyway, yeah. Oh, so yeah, Spider-Man 2099, I think this, or Gotham by Gaslight possibly, but I'll probably be wrong.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. So I'm off.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for hanging out.
We're going to go heat up Rorschach's thighs.
that sounded a little off. Can Paige put the dog on a Hangout t-shirt? I actually do have a
That would be
picture.
real fucking funny.
I have
the Hangout with your dog.
No, I do. And she made shirts of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was one of these pictures. I have them. And then I have a Frenchie one too. So,
very cool.
Thank you guys for everyone came out. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
You guys take care. Have a good night. This will be up on YouTube. I'm a little bit better about recording it, so it'll probably be up in a day or two. So,
all right.
Thanks.
Take care, guys. Have a good night. I'm off to maybe watch The Godfather.
Oh yeah. All right.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Take care.